Hey everyone, this is Swooper, and welcome back to part two of our special Ministravaganza edition of a Target Acquired podcast, your weekly dose of Crisis Protocol news, strategy, and banter. We're excited to have you with us today, whether you're painting, prepping for your next tournament, or just hanging out. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this episode, hit that subscribe button, and never miss an update. And if you're enjoying the content, consider supporting us over on Patreon. Every little bit of support helps us grow the channel and bring you more awesome content. Today, we are joined again by our special guest, Dan the Man.
Hey there. It was so fun I had to come back.
Excellent. I can't wait. And with me today is.
This is Sean, aka Reynolds Rep.
All right. Well, in our last episode, part one, we went over the rules changes, the character updates, and the crisis cards. So now we're going to move into the character reveals from Ministravaganza. I think we'll start off with the characters that have no info and work our way down into the characters we saw like basically everything for. A large group that we saw coming, 6 of them, the Young Avengers, are on the way. They had 6 renderings, right? They were all renderings. None of them were painted.
I just look. Oh no, never mind. That's
Iron Lad's the only painted one.
yeah. Iron Lad.
But we'll get to him. But we got renderings for Kate Bishop, Patriot, Hulkling, Wiccan, and Speed. In that box too, we're also getting America Chavez, but I don't know if she's a Young Avenger or not. I would assume so because she's in the box, but I am not positive about that. What do we think about that? It's definitely a new affiliation, which is great.
And I mean, is it confirmed that this is going to be a new affiliation, or is this just another Avengers affiliation that is titled Young Avengers?
Well, so we will get to more about that as we go down the road, but I would say 99% sure this is a totally different affiliation. And the reason I say that is because of other things that came out after Ministravaganza.
Okay.
But yes, America Chavez was a part of the Young Avengers.
I can honestly say I have no idea who that is.
She was in the Doctor Strange movie.
Which one?
The Madness one, the really good one. I mean, there's only 2, so.
Yeah. Yes.
The second one.
The second one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to admit I'm not familiar with these characters from the comic books. I'm actually familiar with these characters, a lot of them, because of the MCU extended universes. So Kate Bishop was in the Hawkeye show. America Chavez was in Doctor Strange 2. And then Wiccan and Speed, I know from WandaVision, because those are Wanda Maximoff's and Vision's children. But I do not know Hulkling. I assume with the Hulk in the title, he's related to Hulk, but he's got wings.
You would think that, but you would be wrong because he's green. Oh. He's actually a shapeshifter with enhanced strength and healing. And it's based on the Hulk of what his design and stuff is. But he's actually the son of Captain Marvel, the Kree hero, and the Skrull Princess.
Oh, well,
so that's where his shape-shifting abilities come from, is the Skrull part of him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty neat.
Yeah. And then who's Patriot then?
Patriot? Oh my gosh, I don't. Eli Bradley is his name. Oh, you know who he is? So there's the storyline of the first experiment of Captain America.
Yes, Eli Bradley's he's also in the extended MCU.
Yeah, there you go. That's who it is, his grandson.
Okay, so one of the major characters in the latest Captain America movie.
Oh, that's right, in the Falcon and Winter Soldier one.
He was the arrested one, right?
Yeah, apparently the grandson of the guy who gets arrested, right?
Right.
Yes, that's Patriot.
Okay.
There you go.
Very cool.
They all have ties to something.
They're all offspring. They're all children of other prominent characters.
Mm-hmm. Even in the MCU, like the movies and stuff, you have Cassie from Ant-Man. She actually becomes a Young Avenger as well, called Stature.
Oh, very cool.
Yep. It's a really good comic. I only read, I think, the first run of it, if there were more than one. Yes, and there's 2 volumes. I read the first one. It's really good. It was really popular when it came out. The art's really cool. The character designs are really cool. It would be cool to get Cassie, but I would like Giant Man first.
I like this Kate Bishop sculpt, kind of like in a mid-leap pose. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. She looks very, I feel like, different to me than
Comic version.
yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's the first thing that jumped out to me. Also, I can already tell that she's gonna break off of her. I assume that what that is supposed to be her aviator scarf that she always has around her. Is that what she's floating on?
I'm
Maybe.
trying to get to the picture right now.
Okay. So, classic Kate Bishop, purple and black uniform, and then she has a white scarf that she wears around her. That's one of those old school aviation scarves.
Yeah. Wow, that's really long.
Yeah, it's extremely long. I don't know why it's that long because it's never been that long in the comics.
If I had any criticism of this model, it would be no Lucky the Pizza Dog. Maybe
Oh.
maybe it's a
Ooh, no,
It's
tactics
a
card.
tactics card. That's exactly where I was going.
There we go.
Definitely gonna have a tactics card. We can't have Jonathan without having Lucky.
Mm-hmm. Heard it here first.
I'm trying to see
So the
if
question
any
is,
comic she's ever had her hair tied up like that either.
who are they gonna let be the leader, or is this gonna be like a
Convocation.
It's gonna be a card, I think.
yeah, Convocation was the one I was thinking of would be the best one, where it's like you could kind of pick anybody. I mean, I feel like Patriot's clearly the choice, or Kate Bishop is the choice.
I would say it would probably be Kate Bishop if
I
they're
think
gonna
it
give it to
probably will
one.
be Kate Bishop. America Chavez is going to be unique. She's got some weird abilities, so I'm going to be really curious as to what she actually does in the game. Like, is she going to be a teleporter?
I assume so.
Yeah, she would have to have at least a way of doing places, right? Either for
That's what
herself
I would
or her
think.
allies. You know what? She could have the defender's card, but she just has it innately on her. The
Yeah.
portals.
Yeah.
I mean, she does. It says she has superhuman strength, speed, and durability, but I think it says that almost about every character.
Okay, so we just defined a superhero and moving
Right,
on.
exactly. But yeah, I do think she's just going to be like a Nightcrawler in a way, kind of thing. Or it'd be really cool is she can port enemies like in her attacks.
Okay, as long as it's off the attacks. We don't need another freaking Thanos coming into the game.
I would like it off the attacks. Like I could see it going either way, but I think it'd be really cool if her spender like placed you 3.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really neat.
Absolutely, especially if it's on a spender.
Yeah. That's what I think. I don't think it should be on her builder, but I do think like on her spender it would be really cool to have that like star teleportation thing, and then you get to place that character within 3. I think that would be really neat. And it's got to be like a little bit on the pricey side. It's got to be like a 6 or 5 power kind of thing.
Like
And maybe it doesn't have a lot of dice. Maybe
like-
the whole point of it is just to punch and place.
Limbo step as a spender.
Yeah.
That would be.
Would be neat if she could choose, like does the spender either you can choose yourself or you can choose the enemy.
That
might be
pose
too
makes me-
good.
This makes me think of Richard Rider. I wonder if she's going to be like another speedster or something. I don't know.
I hope she's not, just because we are getting speed as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's, in reality, speed is just another speedster, and speedsters really aren't that much different. And we already have Quicksilver. So it's like, and Quicksilver's a 3. Most likely speed's going to be a 3. And it's kind of like we're just getting the same thing. Like, what makes it different?
Other than Hulkling, I'm looking at America Chavez and Hulkling are the only two that stick out as being potentially higher than a 3. Maybe Bishop's a
Wiccan.
4. You think Wiccan will be a 4?
Wiccan should be higher because Wiccan is essentially like a little Scarlet Witch.
And she is a 5 right now?
She's a 5 at the moment, yeah.
Feel
And
like
he
she should be a
gets
5.
really strong at points in the comic book. Because it's crazy. If you look at like the comic book cover for like Young Avengers #1, it almost makes you think Wiccan is like an Asgardian character. Just like Hulkling, you think he's a Hulk character. But then it turns out they're not. Or it's almost like the same thing with like Iron Lad, where he's supposed to be kind of like an Iron Man character. And then it turns out like stuff's kind of crazy.
You have me looking up the first edition Young Avengers.
It's a cool cover. They have some really good covers. There's also like a Vision in their team too, like a different Vision.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm trying to find out who that is, but I can't see it.
I think it is just Vision, but just a younger version. But like I said, it was a long time ago. Those comic books came out a while ago, and I don't remember anything. 2005 is when they came out. I haven't touched them since they came out. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited for just having more affiliations. Is really good.
It's the Gold Vision. The Gold Art Vision is the one that's in Young Avengers.
Mm,
The one with the gold cape, red, like black and gold is his uniform. And
gotcha.
yeah.
So we're definitely getting the Young Avengers, and that will be, like I said, 99% sure it's going to be its own affiliation, which is really cool. I like that it's getting filled out right away. You know, where previously, so let's take New Mutants as our example. They kind of got shafted with their, what, 3 character release?
3 characters.
That was rough. And I think like, Winter Guard had almost the same problem. They got 4 characters, but they kind of just didn't get enough to fully flush out that team. It looks like for this, we're just getting 6 characters straight out the bat, 2 boxes. There's your affiliation. And that'll give you enough to get started and make like a good effort into a team. Some of the other renderings we got, we have more criminals on the way. I'm assuming this is another Young Avengers situation where like I'm pretty sure they're all criminals.
I honestly don't know any of these characters.
Well, we're getting Jack-o'-lantern, Blackheart, and the Orb.
Yeah.
So the Orb is essentially like he was a guy in a terrible motorcycle accident. He's like the Ghost Rider, but an eyeball. Jack-o'-lantern, I don't know where he started. I always kind of thought of him as a spider foe more than anything.
Yeah, I think he's primarily a spider foe.
Right. I think he's going to be in both.
Yeah, yes, he has heavy ties with Hobgoblin and Kingpin. There's a major story arc with a Jack-o'-lantern that involved that. But Jack-o'-lantern also they kind of throw him in a lot of different places. He fights Ghost Rider quite a bit as well, which is something that all 3 of these characters have in common as well. So
I mean, his first appearance was in Spectacular Spider-Man, so
yeah, he's been a Spider-Man villain, he's been a Punisher villain, he's been a Ghost Rider villain. He does show up in Ghost Rider a lot with, having the flaming heads and whatnot. I do know that this Jack-o'-lantern is a later version of Jack-o'-lantern because he gets KO'd by Punisher at one point. And I haven't looked into it, but someone said he basically kind of gets like almost like Darth Maul style, and that's why he has that little devil creature on his base.
Yeah, he's got the devil robots. He's, similar to Hobgoblin. He's got the pumpkin bombs. It's all very trick or treat related. He's got like handy that he throws out at people that's like all acid and melts people. The helmet that he wears, like if you see his face, it's all, messed up. He's missing teeth in the front, so his face actually looks like a jack-o'-lantern. And it got that way apparently in the most recent iterations, which is probably the version of this character, because Agent Venom threw a grenade in his face. So
that man cannot catch a break.
He cannot catch a break.
The Punisher blew off his head at one point, and now he ate a grenade to the face. I do wish, I like that the character's being in the game. I wanted the broom or the disc.
Yeah, I missed the broom.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in not having the glider. And then we are getting Mephisto's son, Blackheart.
Yeah.
That's super cool. This guy, is a super cool character. The design is really good. I loved him in Marvel vs. Capcom. He was so cool looking. They did him so dirty in the movie.
I was about to ask, were you a fan of his iteration in the first Ghost Rider movie?
Yep.
Played by the guy who was let's say that again. Played by the guy who was fascinated with a plastic bag in the wind.
Yep. No, that was his villains. Like, I really liked that first Ghost Rider movie. I like the movie, and I like everything that was Ghost Rider. Like, I think when he transforms, it was super cool. The way Ghost Rider actually looks is super cool. But his villains were just the most dog shit villains, and I think it killed that movie. He just annihilated everyone so easily. There was no threat. I don't even mind Nicolas Cage.
I mean, Nicolas Cage is always going to make interesting choices. Now, whether or not they're the right choices, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be fine. Like, if it had kept going, I would be totally fine with him showing up in, like, whatever that new one coming out, Doomsday. I'd be fine with that. But I wish Blackheart had gotten a better treatment. If we had spent as much time on Blackheart as we did on Ghost Rider, that would have been great. But that's a
You think
tangent.
this iteration would work on film? Because they went very human-esque, that's why they casted that actor from what is it, American Beauty.
American Beauty, yeah.
I
Mr.
think
Unibrow.
I think you could. I think, like, if you want to make him human at certain points, I'm okay with that.
And
Just to, like, CGI is expensive. Plus, he has to walk around and, like, interact with the real world. So make him look human at certain points.
this is the climactic battle version of Blackheart that he's got to fight at the end, right?
Yeah. Like, I would like to see glimpses of it early in the or in the movie, and then at the end you get, like, the full experience. Then I wouldn't be as upset.
Yeah. Very cool. So
But that model's sweet looking too.
I like all three of these sculpts, perhaps even more than some of the ones that we saw earlier.
The orb is going to be a very weird model to paint.
I don't know. I bet you if you're, like, really good painter and you're able to get that eyeball to be, like, nice and shiny and get those little veins and stuff on it, that model is going to be sick looking.
Maybe I just don't like maybe it's just the rendering, but the iris looks like it's misshapen on the model.
He's got astigmatism. It impacts
He's
many
got a
people.
severe astigmatism.
I think his gun is the goofiest looking thing, though.
Well, it's like a little blaster. I actually don't know. It's like a ball in a cup on a gun.
And what do we think? We should have gone through that for the other guys too, but I feel like most of the Young Avengers will be 3s and 4s. What do you think? I bet you the orb is probably a 3.
The orb is probably a 3, although that looks like a large base.
I don't know. That's a large base. I think the
Yeah,
orb.
but we're gonna get to it. We do have
not to get
large base 3s.
Maybe he's a 4.
I mean, he's just like another Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's 5.
Yeah, but I don't think he has, like, the penance stare and all that kind of stuff. I think he's just like a bad guy that rides a motorcycle. I don't really know, like, what his abilities are.
I was looking him up while you guys were talking. The first time he showed up was in a team up where Spider-Man and Ghost Rider had to team up together in order to defeat him.
His under abilities, it says use of ray gun and possesses the eye of
Agamotto. No?
Oh no, it's the eye of the Watcher.
Eye of the Watcher that was granted to him by they who wield power, which I don't actually know who that is.
The Watcher? You've seen the Watcher. He's that big-headed guy. He looks like he's dressed to go to, like, the council in, like, Greece. And he's got a huge head.
Okay. Hold on.
So, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I do know.
He's got to be a 3. He's got, like, no abilities. He's not even, like, like a ninja or anything. He's just like a dude.
He's got a helmet and he's got a ray gun.
He's going to be our first 2 threat with a large base.
Okay. All right, that's a hot take.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern, just by being a spider foe, I think is locked in
3.
at 3 and 4. So I think
he's a 4, but I think there's a lot of spider foe 4s.
Yeah, that's the affiliation in a nutshell.
Not on a medium base though.
Not on a medium.
I wonder if he'll pass out those. He'll get, like, a token for those little robots.
Wait, are the robots the minion that's on his leg?
Yeah, the little devil bot.
And then here comes, like, the real question. Based on where his daddy is, Blackheart.
His brother's a 4, so why wouldn't he be a 4?
Well, Mephisto's a 5.
Well, I thought Nightcrawler was his brother, or is that not it?
Blackheart?
I thought Mephisto was Nightcrawler's father for some reason. Is that not true?
No, I don't think that's true at all.
Azazel
Yeah,
is rumored to be Nightcrawler's dad, but
which is just Red Nightcrawler.
just Red Nightcrawler, yeah.
Yeah. I know Mystique's his stepmommy.
Yeah. But yeah, Blackheart is Mephisto's son. I think he's going to be a 5 threat.
The same as his dad?
I do, yeah.
I think you have to make him a 5. But I was surprised that Mephisto was a 5 to begin with. I thought that was weird. So maybe he is a 4.
Well, maybe this is wishful thinking for me. I think he's going to be a 5. I think they're all going to be Criminal Syndicate affiliated.
Mm-hmm.
Hot take, I'm kind of wondering, is Blackheart going to be a second leader for Legion of the Lost?
Well, that's interesting.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Get the same kind of affiliation, take anybody, just with a different ability. And maybe new cards.
Oh, we still call it Legion of the Lost, but this is the first affiliation to have a second card, and the card is different.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know. That popped into my head last night.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I really want to see this model painted because he is a weird looking character in the comic books, like the way they ink him and whatnot.
Hope you're good with blacks and blues.
Well, that's the thing. Is like usually he's like all black with that blue outline because it's a 2D picture.
Yeah.
So how do we make that 3D?
Carefully.
Right. I think there'll be a lot of like liberty to it. You can either go the very blue route or the very black route.
Dan, to circle back on what you said a second ago, do they give them the Hellfire treatment where they make Legion of the Lost an actual affiliation that has characters in it then?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think they do that though, because I think it takes away from Mephisto.
I mean, already people are only playing Mephisto and Criminal in competitive lists, so...
I've had a bunch of people play Legion of the Lost.
And when?
I mean, it doesn't mean you have to win to play it. I mean, Sentinels existed for God knows how long, and they were still an affiliation.
Yeah, he feels weird in Criminal Syndicate. He's hellbound, so he feels weird in Cabal to me. And so I was just kind of thinking, it's like, well, where does he feel right? And I would say Legion of the Lost, except, but Mephisto's the leader there, and they've got the weird take anybody. It's like, well, maybe he's a Legion of the Lost alternate leader. I don't know.
Now that you said the Cabal thing, I do think Orb is going to be in Cabal. I think Orb will be Crime Cabal. Blackheart is Crime with this some way of being Legion of the Lost, and then Crime and Spider-Foe for Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. Wyatt with Nova Protocol always teases me that every Spider-Foe's release was really just
a criminal release.
A criminal release.
That's
and
true.
How great is this new criminal box, when he's referring to a new Spider-Foe's box. And it gets me every time. But Jack-o'-lantern having such close ties with Kingpin, it's the first time I've got to say, oh my God, Wyatt's right. He actually should be in Criminal Syndicate. So you got me on this one, Wyatt.
How many of them are not? You know what I mean? Like, who is just a Spider-Foe?
Both Doc Ock and Lizard, and Carnage, and Venom is Web Warrior. Spider.
Yeah, but he's not a Crime.
He's not Crime, no.
It's a lot. Like a lot that are Crime as well as Spider-Foes.
Yeah.
Is Craven Crime?
He is. He's not I would argue he's not a particularly strong criminal.
Right, but it's still in there.
Yeah, Kingpin, but yeah, maybe he'd be fine under a Shadowland. But yeah, he's criminal.
All right. I'm excited for that box. I think that box for like out of all the renderings, just the gray models we got, I think that I'm more excited for that than I am for the Young Avenger boxes.
This is a day one purchase for me.
Yeah.
Box. The other ones, I'll hold off until we see something, but probably wait for them to go on sale, I would say.
Right. And like backtracking to the Young Avenger models themselves, America Chavez is a cool model. I like the star thing on her base, but the other ones are kind of boring. Like Speed is very boring. He's like stopping, I guess, when he's running.
Yeah, or just like turning fast, I guess.
Yeah. I'm sure Wiccan will look a lot cooler when he's painted. Same thing with Hulkling, but just like off these renderings, I find them to be very boring.
Yeah, America Chavez and Kate Bishop being the exceptions there. I would agree with that. Especially like if you look at speed, you know, the original Quicksilver model just feels more dynamic
Right.
than this.
You get the speedster out of that model.
You know what we're gonna get out of speed though, this model is somebody doing something really cool as a custom. Somebody's gonna figure out something like he's running off a wall or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. Or put a stop sign right there.
Stop. Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah. So there's not much going on right there now, but there's enough in the pose that somebody's going to do something cool, I think.
Well, yeah, somebody always figures out something neat.
Out of box, though? Yeah, I agree.
With that, we did get painted versions and like reveals that we didn't see previously from the Zero Tolerance card pack is going to come with, they don't have a listed name. Originally, it was said that this was going to be Omega Sentinel Prime.
Yeah, so Operation Zero Tolerance, these are low-level mooks.
That's what I think too. And that's why I thought it was weird originally when they said Omega Sentinel Prime, because in the Nimrod box, it was coming with Omega Sentinel, and I thought that one was the Prime. But this one's just called Omega Sentinel, and I'm assuming that these are exactly what you said they are. They are just grunts, essentially, that are not grunts.
Yeah, so the Operation Zero Tolerance comic line is what they based X-Men 97, the animated series, off.
Right. These are just people infected with the Sentinel virus.
Correct.
Yeah. So that'll be really cool.
During the stream, they did say you can take multiple of them, so just like the Mark IVs now. But it was kind of implied that these were 3 threats, which, oh my goodness, thanks so much for giving the Sentinels a 3 threat. I dusted off my old Sentinel models just yesterday.
I saw that.
And playing a what is it? 5, 8. Playing a 13 or a 14 core group in this game is so hard to do. Please give me a 3. Please give me a 3 so I can splash in some other models.
Yeah, I really wonder on that one on what's going to be what. Like 3s make sense for those guys. But then like, so is Omega Sentinel a 4? And then I'm guessing Nimrod's got to be like a 6.
If he's not a 6, 5 minimum, I would say. But they're already flooded with 5s.
Right, well, that's the thing. It's like Bastion, I'm pretty sure, is going to be a 5. Prime is a 5. I just can't see Nimrod being on the same level as a Sentinel Prime.
Maybe Bastion's a good 4, a strong 4.
He could be a strong 4. I could see that too. But they definitely said he's the leader, and I don't think Nimrod's a leader.
No, I don't think he is either.
But yeah, we did get the little bad guys for the Sentinels, which weren't revealed before, but we got them revealed and painted. They look pretty cool. They're a little on the boring side, but that's what they're supposed to be. They're just like grunts. We got painted models for Havoc, Jubilee, Multiple Man, and Danny Moonstar. That Havoc model is so cool. I love that model. And I love the paint job they gave him.
I mean, there's the dynamic modeling that I'm accustomed to. Like we were just talking about speed. Like Havoc is leaping at you.
But yeah. And like even just Multiple Man's just standing there, but that's already a better pose.
There's a lot of character there. He's kind of got
right.
Snap. They didn't include the grunts in this.
I did think that was weird. I thought the same exact thing when I first saw it. I was like, that's weird. And I think Danny has a really good pose. I mean, she's just shooting a bow, but it's still a really cool pose. Why does Jubilee not have fireworks?
What, just as an ability?
No, why is it not modeled around her hands, the fireworks? Like, we gave Havoc his little swirlies, and like, if you think of other characters, so Darkstar has like those cool things around her hands.
Yeah.
And so does Clea.
So this could have just been a modeling issue where they tried it and they're like, yeah, this doesn't really work.
There's no way, because it works on Darkstar, it works on Clea. It's not that much different. to do it on her, because now it doesn't look like she's doing anything. Like, we know what she does. She shoots fireworks out of her hands. But right now, like, if you look at her model, she just looks like she's like, stop, and she's not doing anything.
Wait. You put her in front of a stop sign.
Right. I almost wish we had, instead of doing this pose, this stop pose, where she's supposed to be shooting off her fireworks, because that's definitely what she's supposed to be doing, but we didn't put the fireworks in. I wish we had done the art version of her. Like, if you look at the picture and you look behind her,
Yeah,
I like that pose better, and then we didn't have to have the fireworks, and I would have been okay with that.
I mean, yeah, she's just trying to cop a field. That's all.
That's true. That is what it looks like too. She's just going for it.
Yeah. Growing up with X-Men 92, though, like, man, that color palette just looks so good.
I know.
I'm so jazzed.
Good. I'm so glad too that they went with 90s Havoc and not current Havoc. I hate current Havoc.
Yeah, I think a lot of the design of the X-Men affiliation specifically is like, okay, we're going to go hardcore into that X-Men 92 original animated series.
Yep.
Look.
And I think that's where they should go. I think that's the right place to be. We were talking last time about weird places that your first appearances are, because we did like Sabretooth. You know where Multiple Man's first appearances?
I do not.
It is Fantastic Four.
Doing what?
He was a bad guy in it was like Fantastic Four annual, like number 4 or something, and he was just a bad guy, and he had like this green outfit with the little dots and everything. Like, that was it. He looked exactly the same without the trench coat. But it's just another weird character's first appearance in something that it doesn't end up being, you know? A lot of mutants end up like starting somewhere else and then end up being mutants it's really odd.
So Fantastic Four started like in the 60s. It's surprising to hear he started in Fantastic Four. What would really blow my mind is if you told me like he's been a character since 1965 or something like that.
No, he is pretty old though, because I have the comic, but I don't know. 75.
75.
Nope, this one says 74.
Okay, I would have guessed 82 they'd introduced this character. So.
No, if you see,
I don't know why.
Let's see if I'll put it in the chat here for you guys to see.
What he looks like back then?
Oh, you can't paste pictures in this chat.
I mean, I pulled them out from the giant size Fantastic Four.
Yeah, giant size. I thought it was an annual, but yeah, he definitely doesn't look too much different.
No.
Same color scheme, just slightly different. And it's the same name and everything, like Madrox or Maddox or whatever you say it.
Yeah, I actually kind of prefer him in the comic book though. I don't like the little head cowl that he has.
Yeah, it depends. So later on they get rid of it. I actually kind of like the head cowl when he's like an X Factor and he's in that blue and gold outfit, but the trench coat screen. I like that version. Of course, the best version is his detective run. If anybody out there wants like a really, really good comic book run to read, it's the X Factor. God, I can't remember which one it is, but it is so good where they're a detective agency. They're not like a big superhero fighting team anymore. And it's really good. And he looks really cool in it. And hopefully, so all the pictures that we see, we get, because they're hyping up the Sentinel pack and all that kind of stuff. We're getting like Havoc is in all these X-Men pictures as if he's part of the X-Men, which he was for like a time. But the big thing, being the 90s Havoc, is we're going to get X Factor because Multiple Man and stuff like, man, give me Strong Guy. I want Strong Guy so bad.
Let's see, who was in that? You got Strong Guy, Wolfsbane.
Yep. Polaris is the one that I'm surprised we didn't get. The fact that Havoc's box doesn't come with Polaris is super weird to me.
Okay. Goddess is the embodiment of Adam Warlock's goodness. Was also in that X Factor.
I don't know that character.
During the Infinity Crusade. I don't know. Looking at Wikipedia. Did we get Banshee premiered or previewed? Or
no, Banshee hasn't been.
Okay. I know we talked about him
yet.
Okay.
I don't like Banshee. I just personally don't like him. I think he looks really goofy. I've never been a fan. I think his ability is kind of silly.
I would agree with that.
So we got those Sentinel grunts or whatever they're going to be characters. Another big character that they revealed was Onslaught.
Ooh.
That character that's got to be a large base.
That's got to be huge, right?
Yeah, it has.
Right. That's going to be a monstrous model.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's got to be at least the same size, if not slightly bigger than Immortal Hulk.
Yeah, I think
the way
so
he's
too.
standing, it could be bigger than that even. Paint it gold and it's a trophy for your tournaments, guys.
Yeah, only a $80 trophy.
Yeah, there you go.
And I would assume too that he's probably gonna be along the lines of like, I bet you he gets an ultimate encounter in his box, so he's gonna be like a Dormammu,
Yeah.
a Thanos, an Apocalypse. You're gonna get something extra in his box. It won't be just him.
Do you think we're going to get him as an 8 then?
I think he should be pretty high up there.
Yeah. I mean, Adam Warlock is. Wait, I shouldn't talk about Adam Warlock yet.
We're almost there,
Oh, we're almost there.
but I think like I'm gonna say 7.
Well, you don't think they're going to do another 8?
I don't know if he's an 8 because of like Dormammu's an 8, but Dormammu's essentially a god.
Yeah.
And I think Onslaught is really, really strong and should be that way, but I don't know if you make him an 8.
I would say definitely a 7.
Yeah, I think a
And-
7's a good place for him.
I mean, it depends on what they give him, right? I mean, he's
Right, well,
a huge
it's
model,
weird.
but
It's weird because like, Thanos is a 6, but he's technically like an 8 almost all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put my guess at the 7 mark though. I also don't know like
which Onslaught is this, by the way?
who knows.
Okay.
There's like no, as far as I know, like I didn't watch the thing because we were in the middle of a tournament, but as far as I know nothing about him other than there's the picture. We're also getting they showed off a new terrain set. I don't know how to say that guy's name. Does anybody know how to say it correctly?
Which guy? I'm sorry.
The eyeball squid.
It's not written. Where do you see it
It
written?
is. It's like Shamagor or something like that.
Scrolling through the YouTube video that they released. It's not written on there, so I can't tell you.
Shumagoroth. Shumagoroth. That's probably the closest we're going to get. Shumagoroth. So they showed off this really cool terrain set. It's a dark dimension set of terrain because you can see like they definitely reused the portal, which is really cool from the Dormammu box in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum.
They also
I
used the
love that it's
floating
like
rod.
destroyed. That's super cool.
It is very cool. Little
These
disappointed.
goofy little orby things are really cool.
Little disappointed. It's 3 boxes.
Yeah, so I think that was like a little sneaky surprise is if you look at the picture and they put in those 3 codes, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the Sanctum's by itself, maybe the giant portals by itself, and then the half.
That's
little
what I
tiny rocks
think. I
and
think
the
you're
half
right
thing.
there. The 4 rocks and the one big like Dormammu DNA strand. That's what we'll call it. I think that's probably a box by itself, and then the squid one's by itself, and then the Sanctum's by itself. They're really cool looking, but at the same time, they're horrible to play on.
Yeah, there's no standing on that terrain.
The Sanctum looks like it has a tiny little piece in the back.
What, that little bridge in the back there?
Yes.
The you can stand on the DNA strand because it's got
Yes.
the use of the street. on top
If
of it.
you're on a small base, yes, maybe.
Yeah, I would say maybe too at the same time because I'm also wondering if that base is not the exact same base as the current one, just with a new thing on top of it. Because that base is not very big in the current one. There's definitely like no standing on that middle piece with the big eyeball.
No.
Well,
But they look really cool, and I think if that's what we're going for, are we going for that more dynamic? We want it to look more like a comic book kind of thing and less like stamped terrain, if that makes sense. I do hope that's the way it's going though, because I would like my boards to be a little bit more dynamic in a way, but I do know there is always a lot of like we get a lot of complaints about terrain that basically you can't play on or is too big or
They're not
but
complaints.
I like the look of it.
It's player feedback.
Whatever. It's because they complain. Schmidt complains about my Sentinel board every time.
Calling him out by name.
Now he does. I specifically made an alternate piece of terrain for that board for him.
To be fair, the giant warehouse that you have for the one board, it's only when Shocker is on the board, or Electro's on the board, that is just the most annoying terrain piece ever.
Yeah, but like the odds of that, though, that's the thing, is like the odds of that happening.
Yeah, the odds of that happening are crazy.
Yeah, never's happened.
And it doesn't
Nobody
matter.
runs Electro.
He's pretty slow anyway, so outside of traveling on that.
Well, he is a spider foe, so he is inherently slow, right?
Spider flows before bros.
That's right. So I think that's all the stuff that we got for character reveals or terrain reveals that got no rules with them. So those are all like the leaked new characters on the way, things we can see in the future. I think that don't even have like a timeline of when they're going to come out because this didn't have a roadmap to it.
Sorry. Leader, Red Hulk, and Sensational She-Hulk. I mean, I suppose we saw those earlier in display cases, but...
Yeah, we've seen them in the display cases. I guess this is like a closer look at them.
I think they were secretly revealed at Gen Con, but they didn't do a whole like public release for it, did they? Like, did AMG officially do a release for it?
They're also coming out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still coming. Shocker.
Right.
And we have a box number code for it now, MCP-17.
There we go.
Yeah, the close-ups, I mean, they're cool looking. I still don't like She-Hulk.
Really? I think it's so cool with the paper thing out.
No. That's Superman pose. I don't like it.
No, you guys are crazy. It looks great.
She's literally doing that whole thing where she's taking off her jacket, like, hold on, I'm transforming here.
So, like, what was she doing? Okay, if you're looking at this picture,
lawyer,
right?
And she was approaching
sitting down.
She was waiting for the bus. She was waiting for the bus, and then something happened, and she's like, hold on, I gotta destroy this bench in order to take off my jacket.
That's what I mean, though. Is like her destroying the bench is super odd that her suitcase was either sitting on or she was running down the street and she ditches her suitcase and she decided, fuck this bench along the way.
Well, she tried to do that superhero leap and the bench broke. And she's like, shit, well, I guess I'm just running.
She's doing it in heels, guys. Give her a break.
God, that model's got some thick thighs.
Yes, it does. Yeah, look at the art that it was modeled after, and then look at the thighs on her.
I just like looking at the model. Those thighs are big.
Thick thighs end lives.
That's right.
I will also criticize the Red Hulk. They showed the rendering of the model that they used to build that, or the artwork they used to build that model, and there's a lot of muscles missing.
Yeah, but I think like if you do it too much, so I think that I don't like the paint job on this model. I think it makes it look too much like muscle. And he ends up looking like the villain from My Hero.
So my issue with this model is mostly in his face and the smile. Like, it just looks sinister instead of looking...
Well, that's how it should be, though, because he's a fucking nut. He just likes the smashy stuff.
Oh, maybe it's the paint job on it. It makes it more like a Japanese horror movie than it is.
Yeah, he does look like an Oni.
Yeah.
But I do think it's too light. The paint job's gorgeous, of course. I just think the coloring is too light and it gives off muscle rather than giving off red skin.
I believe they've said that there's going to be an alternate sculpt of this guy as well, where he's holding a piece of the car. That's why his hand is kind of out like that.
Oh yeah, that would be neat because they've done that with almost all the Hulks so far.
Yeah. So
that'd be cool.
I want to see what it looks like with the car pieces, the shattered car.
Yeah, and then we have the leader, and he's in a goofy pose.
Yeah, he's there.
He's dancing.
He's a goofy kind of guy.
Yeah,
big Megamind energy.
Yeah. Oh my God! For that day one, he's gonna be like somebody's painting him blue.
Yep.
And just like green stuffing his collar.
Mm-hmm.
I think his head might be a little bit too elongated. He's got a little bit too much Burt going on.
Well, though it is in like the comic book, it is really big versus like when you look at him in the art here, he just has like a Sakura forehead.
I really wish they had stuck closer to this design to the leader in the movie. than
Yes.
what the direction that they decided to go with. Which, like, weirdly, they had Funko Pops of Leader with the elongated head and like concept art. So they did principal photography with like a completely different look of the Leader than what we got. And then I guess they did a bunch of reshoots and changed how he looked, which is a shame.
Speaking of, there was also another weird one. Was the same thing you were talking about with like the Funko Pops. So when Age of Ultron came out, they made a Funko Pop of the Hulk, but it was the Gray Hulk. But it was set to the movie. Everyone's like, what happened? So they had beforehand, they had already like made all these decisions. So if you watch Age Ultron again, when Hulkbuster's fighting Hulk, there's that weird moment where Hulk, like his eyes kind of like glitch. You know what I'm talking about? And you're like, what happened there? It's like he got mad or he got stronger. Originally, he was supposed to turn into Gray Hulk at that moment. And that's where like the pop came from. And then they're just like, now we're gonna scrap that. But he still has that moment in the movie that he was supposed to essentially like change, and you can see it across like his eyes and stuff. It's super weird. And it's also weird because the Gray Hulk's actually weaker.
Well, that was the thing, is he was like weaker, but he retained his intelligence, right?
Yeah, and I think somebody backstage was like, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. And then like there's like, hey, just so you know, Gray Hulk's actually weaker than Green Hulk. I don't know what you guys were thinking, but and they're like, yeah, but the original one's gray. I guarantee you there was some guy who had never read a comic book and just said like, the original one was gray. How cool would it be if he turned gray? And then you had like a couple of guys who were like, no.
So it's kind of interesting that how come they didn't use Grey Hulk for when he did retain his intelligence?
I
We
don't
will
know.
never
Like
know.
that
But
was
that's
all
the second
ridiculous
version that we
too,
got.
because in the original version, and there was trailers for it where he was Hulk, and then all of a sudden they changed him, and it's like, no, it's just Bruce Banner in the Hulkbuster, and you're like, what happened? But there is video of Hulk running in that last fight, and he was supposed to be there, not Hulkbuster. So there was a lot going on. You know, there's a lot. I'm guaranteed there's too many hands in the cookie jar situation. But back to all our cool character reveals after our rant. Our fun facts. That's what they are. They're fun facts.
We're going to turn this into a part.
So we had some character cards that were revealed along with some of the models. We're going to start off with the 4-pack box with Iron Lad. This is Nathaniel Richards, the first of 2 Nathaniel Richards. I have to pull up his card because I was definitely not prepared. There we go. I've pulled up a Jarvis. I can't read it on the thing.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to read that.
This is another member that we're getting for our Young Avengers. He's an original Young Avenger model. Nathaniel Richards, who is also Kang the Conqueror, who is also Reed Richards' dad, I think.
Correct. Yes.
Yes. He is a 3-threat, 4/3/3, 6 health, 2 medium movement. For his attack, he's got concussion blasters. This is your basic builder, range 3, 5 dice with discombobulate on a wild. And this is for each wild. You get to hand out slow and stun, or stun. So you're going to hand out, if you get 2 wilds, you're handing out the max amount of conditions. But that's pretty cool. I like those ones. It's kind of like Hawkeye's thing. He has a gainer, an energy blast for range 4, 4 dice, gets a push. It's your Iron Man push.
A size 3 push. Iron Man's push is unsized. I learned playing Sentinels.
It
last
is
time.
unsized.
Oh, that's crazy. He has a spender, the once and future Iron Lad, range 3, 7 dice for 3 power, and you can reroll any number of dice, attack dice in this attack.
Feels strong.
That feels strong for 3.
Feels real strong, actually.
Yeah. Just like a little bit of wording, I feel like tends to be so much stronger than let's give him like a paragraph worth of stuff. Just being able to reroll any number of the dice, that's pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm.
Superpower wise, he has his neurokinetic armor. Pay 1, reduce, but you can remove a damage or special condition from yourself.
Yeah. Do you want Blade's half-blood physiology, but better?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
He also has strength actuators. Allows you to throw a size 2 within 2 medium for 2 power. That's really good. Man, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Because the Iron Men don't have throws.
Correct. And throws are now all set at 3, so yay.
Damage.
Yeah, I mean it's basically Beast's throw, isn't it?
Can Beasts throw characters though?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is just the terrain, but Beast can throw characters. He has a reactive superpower, Temporal Divergence. When this character is defending during the modified dice step, it may use the superpower. This character may reroll 2 of the attacker's dice for 2 power.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that paired with the once and future Iron Lad. Oh, that is gross.
Yeah, he's really good. He has flight as his last innate power. He doesn't have a DR, but he does have the armor to like heal himself.
And keep in mind, he can use the 2 team tactics cards.
Yes, we will get to the team tactics card. The second one in this pack here, we have Ironmonger.
Yay.
This model is so cool. I love this model. This is our first 3 threat on a large base. Ironmonger, who is Obadiah Stain, is a 3/3/3 for defenses, 6 health, 3 cost, size 4, and moves small. He has that's okay. They just flip-flopped it on me. He has a builder, integrated armaments, range 3, 5 dice, and you get to choose physical or energy. And he has a spender, aggressive acquisition, range 2, 7 dice for 4 power. On a wild, you get a throw, and you can throw the defender is size 3 or less, throw them medium. And then this ability, trigger.
That triggers
On a
nuts.
crit and a hit, hostile takeover. After this attack is resolved, move 1 asset or civilian token the defender is holding to this character. This character is now holding that token. You can't hold more than you're supposed to. It's robbery, right?
Yes, except for it's reusable multiple times.
Yeah. You know what's weird about this one though is that they just updated the shield grunts to specifically say any of the extracts because we have the new extracts coming out.
Yeah, I noticed that exact same thing, and yet this says asset or civilian. But
Yeah.
keep in
I
mind,
wonder if that was on purpose or not, or if that's just like this kid, because I know they generate their characters super far in advance.
and they still could modify the card before the release. They have done that
Yeah.
with other characters.
But for 4 power for this thing, this is really good. He's really good.
I mean, you got to get all the triggers, but if you get the wild, the crit, and the hit, you steal the thing and then you throw the person medium away from you.
Right, but I think like on 7 dice, the odds of me getting even if I'm just stealing on a crit and a hit, I'm just stealing is really good, I think. Superpower wise, he has jump jets. Place this character within 1 of its current position for 2 power. Very similar to Crimson Dynamos, but down to 1 instead of 2 because he's on the big boy base. We have the reactive superpower onboard tactical computer. When this character is attacking or defending during the modified dice step, this character may use the superpower. This character may reroll 2 of its attack or defense dice. Costs 2 power. So if you really want to get those triggers on that aggressive acquisition,
Yeah.
be fishing for them.
Hubbard, if you got a bunch of power.
Yeah, I think you'll have it too. You also have the innate superpower, reinforced armor plating, DR to a minimum of 1.
Which on this style of character is what you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. It's great. He's got high health. You know what? I almost kind of think like we didn't see his flip side, right? Or did we?
No. Oh wait, no, we did. We did.
Yeah, there is.
He loses health.
Oh, he loses a health. I
He's
was about to say,
65.
does he gain a health?
With the jump jet's ability, am I a bad person for thinking the first thing I thought was, oh, let's put him in Midnight Suns?
No, that's exactly where I was thinking. Midnight Suns. For 7 power, you can take 1 move action if you need to, get within 2, do the spender. If you get everything that goes your way, you throw you steal the civilian token or asset token, you throw them away medium, then you jump jet away, and then you bump away again. And you say, cool, come get me. For a 3 threat, that is nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really like him. I think, like I said, I think the model is amazing model. It's like one of their best models. I think this card is really good too.
excited for it. In remembrance of Obadiah Stane, I'm going to take this model and I'm going to build it in a cave with a box of scraps.
And really got to highlight the fact that he's a size 4. So all the characters that have those size 3 pushes,
Yeah,
not on this guy.
size 4 on a 3 threat.
Yeah.
So gross.
Also in this box, we are getting Pepper Potts as Rescue.
I'm sorry, I just keep getting more and more excited. This is another really cool design.
Oh, see, I'm on the opposite end for this one.
No.
Yep. Well, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Rescue has a 4/3/3 for defenses. She has 5 health, 3 cost, 2 size, medium movement. Her ability, it's a gainer, is Triage, range 4, 5 dice. It's a gainer. If this attack would deal more than 1 damage, though, it only does 1 instead. And then on a hit, she has Medic. After this attack is resolved, choose up to 1 other allied character within 3, remove 1 special condition from the character, or remove 1 damage for each hit in the attack roll from the chosen character. That's pretty good.
I like it. This is a dedicated healer.
Yes.
If you were a Mercy main or
I was.
there you go.
I was a big Mercy main.
So was I.
Really? No love for Lucius?
Lucius was fine, but I was a Mercy.
Lucio?
Or Lucio, rather.
No,
Sorry.
I hated Lucio. I was a big I started on Moira, but Moira was kind of just like, I feel like was the easy character to play, and then I stayed on Mercy and Brig for a while. I liked Brig a lot. Overwatch talk. I like Overwatch. So then the Spender, she has Sonic Barrage. It is a beam 4, 7 dice for 4 power. On Wild, you get the stun condition.
And now you no longer injure your allies on a beam.
Oh man,
Well, I
I
forgot
was
about
thinking
that.
about that too after we talked about it and whatnot. I think I might give Lady Mastermind another try now that her aura doesn't hurt her own guys. So I might give her another shot. I ditched a lot of characters based on like, oh, they have an area attack, but I was always too close to my like allies.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, her Spender's an area attack.
I have Lady Mastermind on my painting desk right now. I'm excited to try her out.
So back to Rescue here. We have our superpowers. We have life support systems. 1 power, she gets to make a shake action. It's really good. Oh, just stagger her so she can't heal twice?
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
that's 2 characters that we just previewed that both have the ability to now say, I don't care about your staggers.
Yeah, and they're both in the same box too.
Yeah.
And they're both 3 threats.
Ugh.
That's how they're nerfing Shang-Chi.
Yeah. No, people are just going to play them with Shang-Chi because they're all going to be Avengers. Other superpower she has is Medevac. This is an action superpower for 3 costs. This character immediately advances long. Then this character may choose another allied character within 2 that has an activated token. If it does, place the chosen character within 1 of this character. Then this character may remove up to 2 damage or 1 special condition from the chosen character. Isn't that weird that it's 2 damage or 1 special condition? Considering like all the other things are like 1-to-1 ratios.
No. Maybe, but
Or you could remove like 1 damage and 1 special condition.
So the fun little thing about this is technically it can also just be used as a 3 power move long if you just need to get somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to have any of the other things happen. It just says advance long. Then if all this happens, then you get all the bonuses.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, I guess if
And it's
can't
not
get
even
her
just
on a medium.
advancing her long. You're also popping a character and placing them and like on certain size. There's no size.
No, but they have to have an activated token.
Correct. But I mean, if you're using this on Ironmonger.
Yeah.
Keep on chucking them back.
See, I play fallback so much. Like, that's the first thing I'm thinking of is like, oh, okay, this guy overextended. I'm going to preemptively fall back. Use this ability to fall back.
Yeah, that's probably a really good use for it too. But even just like the falling back distance wise. So Rescue moves to wherever the character is that you need them to, and let's say you need them to fall backwards. So she stops her movement basically 2 away from the character with the activated token.
Yep, behind him. Yep.
Then you place that character within 1 of this character. So let's say we are doing it to Ironmonger. You're taking that big ass base.
Mm-hmm.
You're moving it 2 plus the base plus another 1 onto the other side of Rescue. It's like a medium movement.
And then removing 2 damage on a character with DR.
Yeah.
Like, I play a lot of DR characters. I play a lot of Wong to heal those DR characters. Doing something like as simple as healing 2 health off of somebody like a lizard or a rhino. Like, I see my opponent's faces. It's like, oh my God, all that damage.
Yeah, it sucks.
I had to work for that damage, and now it's just Wong just removed it. Now it can run rescue and do even more.
Yeah, I think like an all healing list is just going to be so aggravating. Like if you just take Patch Up, you have Rescue, you have Wong, you have Phoenix.
Yeah.
Ugh, that sounds miserable.
High health characters with a lot of DR, and exactly what you just said there.
Yep. Ouch.
That is my style. I won't be able to hit you for anything, but
yeah, but if you can't die and you're always healthy, but you just daze their characters eventually, well, I got the point. She has a reactive superpower, Sonic Force Fields. This character or another allied character within 3 is targeted by a physical or energy and would make a dodge roll. This character may use a superpower. You get to add 2 dice to their defense or dodge roll. So this is like the Cable ability.
yeah. How much does it cost for Cable? Is it 2 or 3?
It's 2 for Cable, but I don't know if Cables can be used on dodges. I don't think it can.
How about Doctor Strange? Because he has a similar ability. No, it's 2 for him as well. Okay.
It is.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's 2 for Cable, and you add 2 dice, but it's not for dodges. So Rescue's got that up on the 5 cost character. Ouch. I gotta get back to her.
You got Rescue Armor left.
Yep, Rescue Armor. When this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce it to a minimum of 1. So she has DR, but additionally, when this character removes 1 or more damage or special conditions from another ally, she gains a power.
So I want to point out that as she uses Patch Up, she refunds herself completely.
No,
she only gains 1. Never mind.
1.
She gets 1,
it's not
1
per
per
damage.
Yeah,
it's
I
per
got it. I got
effect.
it.
Patch Up for 1 damage. There you go. Yeah.
I don't think you get it from Patch Up, period.
It's just whenever this character isn't the Patch Up played from the character that spent the power.
I don't know. That's a good question. I would assume that it's the tactics card, that it doesn't count as Rescue actually doing it, even though you're paying that power from Rescue. But I'm not positive. But let's say it does work though.
It's
so
just
if
1.
you triage twice, that's a power, because you're basically gonna heal. Then you have Patch Up. Then you shake a shock off of yourself. That's 4 power right there.
It's from another allied character.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean,
so the shake on herself doesn't work.
The shake on herself would not have a power cost if that was the case. It'd just be
that's true. It would just be free then. Yep, she seems like a pain in the butt. They did show her cool, like on the card she has the helmet, and she definitely does come with a helmeted, unhelmeted version. So that's cool. Because I don't know which one I would like. We'll go to her pose. I was saying I don't like her pose because her pose is the exact same pose as Hulkbuster Iron Man.
Tony.
Yeah.
And it's boring. I think it would have been really cool if Hulkbuster Iron Man didn't exist. Like, I really like Iron Lad's pose. I think he looks cool.
I wonder if that's a little bit by design, though. I mean, clearly they designed it. But, like, you put those 2 characters next to each other in Tableau, and it's like, oh, look, they're kind of intertwined, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I think I like her helmet off more.
I think I'll go helmet off.
I do think I like the helmet off as well. I don't like her as a character, though. That's my only gripe with her.
You don't like her card, or you just don't like...
I don't like her as a character in, like, comic book wise and whatnot. I don't like Pepper Potts. I think she's just like, I feel like it was almost like in the movies, they're like, let's make everybody a superhero kind of thing, and they're like, let's give Pepper armor.
Yeah, I definitely didn't like her in the MCU at all.
And that just makes me like not like her.
But this character seems really
Is good. She'll see play, I'm sure. I think all three of the ones we've talked about, I feel like are really good. I don't normally there's like a character I'm like, blah, they seem like they kind of suck. I think all three of these are really good. Not broken, but good. Like in their respective affiliations, they will 100% see play.
I think I'm least excited about Iron Lad. Is that what? Yeah.
I think it depends on where he's going to go. Like he'll obviously be Young Avengers, but if he goes somewhere else,
Do you think he'll be? Well, he'll probably be Cabal too, because the Team Tactics
I don't
card's Cabal,
know.
right?
Well, the Team Tactics card means you have to play Cabal. It
In
doesn't
order
mean
to
he
get
has to be Cabal.
fair.
And also in this box, you're getting Kang the Conqueror.
What does his
We
card
did
look like?
not get his card. I wish we got his card. He's really cool looking.
I mean,
I'm
this
super
box
excited.
is an auto pickup for me.
Oh yeah, this is a sweet box. But Kang the Conqueror did come with 2 Team Tactics cards to give us a little bit of a glimpse as to like what he's going to do. They're very lengthy cards.
And while he pulls them up, I will note that Iron Lad can play both these cards.
Correct. They are because they are both set to Nathaniel Richards, not to Kang or Iron Lad. So the first one is Chronal Manipulation. This is an unaffiliated reactive card. When this card is revealed during the deployment, Nathaniel Richards may play it. Choose a round on the mission tracker without an allied time stream token, and put an allied time stream token on it. Return this card to your available team cleanup phase. It may be played again this game. Reactive. So it has 2 parts to it. During the power phase, Nathaniel Richards may spend 4 power to play this card. You may remove an allied time stream token from the current round. If you do, choose an allied character and resolve 2 of the following effects below. If you do, choose an allied character and resolve 2 of the effects below. Otherwise, choose an allied character and resolve 1 of the effects below.
Right. So only if you didn't pick the mission tracker with the time stream on it, it's 1. If you did, then it's 2.
Okay, I got really confused. Okay, I understand now. So the things you could choose from, the chosen character may remove 2 damage or special conditions from itself in any combination. The chosen character may place itself within 2 of its current position, or the chosen character gains 2 power. With that card, you are also getting Steal the Future. Now this card is only for Cabal. It is a reactive card. When this card is revealed during deployment, Nathaniel Richards may play it. When this card is played, set it near the battlefield instead of discarding it. If this card has been played when an allied Nathaniel Richards would suffer damage, he may suffer 1 less. If he does, put 1 damage on this card. This card is so complicated. If this card has been played during each cleanup phase, before scoring victory points, an allied Nathaniel Richards may suffer any amount of damage. Remove the same amount of damage suffered from this card. During the cleanup phase, when scoring victory points from crisis cards, you score 1 less victory point for each damage on this card to a minimum of 0. During each cleanup phase, if this card has 5 or more damage on it, choose an allied Nathaniel Richards that is not dazed or KO'd. Push each other character towards the chosen character's short. Additionally, after all moves have been resolved, the chosen character is KO'd. Whew!
So it's a very
It's never going to get played.
no, not unless like Kang has some ridiculous way of healing himself. I know that Iron Lad can heal himself 1. Cool.
There's so much going on.
Play him with rescue.
Yeah, I think if you set it all up to like make Kang this like unkillable thing and just keep healing the damage, it might be something. But
The Kang Wong rescue meta has begun.
But the benefits to the card, I don't see any benefits other than you're just not suffering the damage. So like if it has damage on it, you're scoring less victory points. There is no way to score more victory points. You know what I mean?
Correct. I mean, it's just a way of essentially giving an infinite health pool to Kang or Iron Lad if you want it.
Well, how many times have you had a character who like gets knocked out and you said, man, if he had just survived that last attack with 1 health,
Yeah.
gotten to activate.
The weird thing is this card really wants to play into forced victories. Like, cool, I'm going to go full attrition. I'm going to kill you, and that's how I'm winning. So I will put all the damage in this. I'm not scoring victory points to win. I'm killing you to win.
Yeah, that feels appropriate for the character, right?
I don't know. It seems weird because like it sounds like, you guys are talking about reducing the damage stuff. That sounds all great, but you have to play Cabal. This is clearly meant to go on Kang probably more than it is Iron Lad. But let's say you're playing with both just to get both of them, which I guess you can't.
You
Because
can't do it because they're the same.
Alias rule.
Well, not so. Who knows?
You're right.
I would argue that Kang should be allowed to have multiple Nathaniel Richards on the table.
Yes, I can totally get behind that.
Yeah, so I'm wondering whether or not that'll be on his card or
If we
not.
haven't gotten that with Spider-Verse, I don't know. But yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
I agree,
it's
though.
kind of his thing.
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. It is.
I like the time stream stuff on the round timer. I think that's a really cool way of pulling his, time traveling abilities into the game. So I'm excited to see what more they're going to get out of that.
Yeah, the kernel manipulation reads really cool the first time you read it, and then I read it again, and I'm like, okay, so cool. Really, what this is saying is pick a round that's not round 1, and you can do 2 things, else you can do 1.
But I think you can do it twice, right? Because it returns to your hand.
No, it returns after you play it round 1. So you play it round 1, you pick a thing on the time stream. That is now my time stream round. Then at the cleanup phase, it goes back to your hand. Then you can play the second part, which is to pay 4 power to actually get the actual benefit. So
Right.
you cannot play this turn 1.
But I think you're going to be able to get more tokens.
But I sure, maybe this card only allows you to get benefit from those tokens once.
Yes. But I think there's going to be other things to do with said tokens, is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping there's more to those tokens than just this card. But yeah, I don't think it can be turn 1 because then you're just bringing back turn 1 jank.
Well, it literally excludes turn 1 anyways.
That's what I mean. That's why you can't have it be turn 1. Let's see. We got them. We got the Ironmonger box. We got Rescue. And we got Adam Warlock.
Yeah, this is a lot.
I was very surprised on him. He was not what I was expecting at all. I knew he was like a very strong character, but this was definitely the opposite direction I thought was going.
They said during the stream that they looked at Thanos, and since Adam Warlock is the foil to Thanos, and Thanos is all about death, they wanted to create a character that's all about life, which, okay, cool. He is the anti-Thanos.
So Adam Warlock is a 3/4/3. He has 7 health. He is a 7 cost.
Yeah.
2 height, medium movement. He has Karmic Blast, range 3, 6 dice. This is a builder and has sap on a wild. For each wild, he's a spender. Quantum Bolt. This is a mystic attack. After this attack is it's a range 4, 9 dice for 5 power. After this attack is resolved, if the defender is size 4 or less, you get to throw them away medium. And on a wild, you have Avatar of Life. After this attack is resolved for each wild in the attack roll, this character may choose another allied character within 4. Each chosen character may remove 1 damage or special condition from itself. There's a lot of healing in these reveals.
There is.
Superpowers, we have Universal Translation. Place this character, so it costs 2 power. Place this character within 2 of its current position. Reactive superpowers, we have Cosmic Energy Construct. For 2 power, when this character or another allied character within 4 is targeted by an attack, this character may use this superpower. You get 2 dice added to your defense roll. So it's just like the other one, but this is within 4 and doesn't apply to dodges. Another reactive superpower. Do what?
You can stack them, though, because it is a different named ability.
Well, they all are different names. So like you can stack that one with like Cables, too. I don't think any of them have the same name. The only person who really has the same name is you have Interrogate and Strategic Genius are like the only two I think that you can't stack.
I'm trying to think
Everything
of any
else
other
has different
examples, but I can't
names.
think of any. Yeah.
Another reactive superpower, chronokinesis. When this character or another costs 4. When this character or another allied character within 4 is attacking or defending until the end of the modified dice step, this character may use superpower. The attacker or defender reroll all of their attack and defense dice.
You like recalibration matrix? Do you like recalibration matrix as a superpower? Here you go.
I'll say, so what you're saying is my for 17, I'm gonna take Adam Warlock, Dormammu, and Bob. Just
Innate power, being of immeasurable power. When this character will suffer damage from enemy effect, you reduce it by 1. So he has DR, but additionally, this character can have 2 infinity gems rather than the normally allowed 1.
shit, he can get to a 9.
He can be a 9.
What? Well, we're not. Is that what they said? Because there's a weird. He comes with a new infinity gem, the Bonded Soul, which is a 0 cost that only he.
Oh, it costs 0 threat, so you can just take it on him for no cost. That's why he's a 7/7/6.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, so we have the Infinity Gem special for Adam Warlock, the Bonded Soul. It comes with the innate superpower Soul Anchor. When a non-grunt character is dazed or KO'd, this character may gain 1 power, remove up to 1 damage from itself, or remove 1 special condition from itself. Additionally, this character and another allied character within 4 cannot lose power as a result of enemy effects.
Cool.
So during the stream, I was a little confused by some of the wording that they were using. The way they talked about the Bonded Soul, they said it's a 0 cost, so you've got to take it. And it's like, wait, intonation matters. Do you mean you've got to take it because it's a 0 cost, so why wouldn't you? Or do you mean you've got to take it because it's Adam Warlock, some weird rule? He literally has to take it.
I don't think he has to take it. I think they're just trying to sell it as it's 0, so it's great.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Sure. I mean, I wouldn't want to take them at a 9. So yeah, I would take that as a gem if I was going to take a second gem. Don't know if I'd ever want to take him at an 8 even. But yeah, immunity to sap. Why not?
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is there anything else that like what else? Losing power is a weird thing to stop.
I don't know. It makes voodoo worse, I guess, if you're really scared of voodoo spender.
Who did we say that we just went over a character that had sap?
He has it. But
yeah, I thought
Gladiator.
I don't know, man. That doesn't seems like I get it's free. I get that part. But like
I think it's
not
mostly that first sentence though. You know, anytime something dies, you're healing.
It's
but I mean
non-grunt though.
Right, you're already at 7. You're probably going to be at 8 cost. I don't know. I guess because it's free. Like if you're not going to take anything else, then you take it. It's free.
Yeah, it's essentially this character card is full of text. We can't possibly fit more text. What can we do?
Right. Well, the other benefit too is because it's an infinity gem, he is gaining an extra power from taking that 0 cost thing.
That is true.
Which he needs to because he doesn't have any other additional power gain.
Well, that's good because if he took 2 gems, he'd already be generating 3 a turn.
Yeah.
You know.
I was going to say, I think you take this, and if you want to be 8, you take the power gem.
Yeah, so you can chronokinesis every single turn.
Yes. Yes.
He can take all the gems except the regular soul gem.
Which is funny because that's the one that I actually kind of be interested in with the way he was.
Yeah, he can only take the bonded soul. He cannot take the regular soul. But he can take all the others. And he is our 3rd character with Peerless.
Yeah, so scrub that thing I said about Dormammu earlier.
Oh, that's
that ain't happening. Also, spoiler on the they updated Dormammu to have Peerless if we didn't cover that last episode.
Yeah. More characters with Peerless. I think that's a good rule. I want that.
Yep, I'm all for it.
I don't want to fight any more kaiju lists.
So speaking of kaijus, this guy is priced as a kaiju. Do we think he's worth his threat value?
I think before the throw rules, his spender would be incredible, right? Like just automatically knowing you're going to throw a size 4 with no triggers. medium. That's very, very valuable when you can throw a Hulk into something. But
Yeah,
it's only going to be
throwing
3
size 4s is pretty big.
hit.
So here's the
But
problem, Dan, is they buff Sentinels and they're all 5s. So, I mean, take
and
it
they're
for
counting
what you will.
wilds now too. So on the Mystic, but like this is a tall order for a 7. Is where I'm going with that.
I don't think he's a 7. Not the way this card is formulated.
I think he is a 7, but I think what we're missing from this current thing is the tactics cards that are going to come with him. I bet you he's going to have a bananas tactics card.
I hope he does, because he's on a small base, and he only moves medium, and he only has a place 2 for 2. So he's not that fast for a 7.
Is he on a small?
He's on a 35.
He's on a 35.
That's my problem with him. He is slow for a 7.
He has a place, doesn't he?
He has
Didn't I
a
read
place.
that?
He has a place 2, but
Yeah.
it's still a small base. So,
You know what? Put him in Avengers. Sam will airlift him.
well, he is a size 2, so you can even do shit like Angel can pick him up.
Yep. Angel, Iceman, Sam. There's a bunch of ways to get him around.
I don't like his base.
You don't like?
I think he
Spider-Man?
looks really, really cool. I think when we do these things where we just pile up shit to make our characters look like they're flying, I just think it looks so stupid. Like Mordo. I think Mordo looks awful because they tried to zigzag pile up this stuff to try to make the character look like he's flying.
He's jumping off the rings.
I know, but it looks dumb.
I also wish for a character like this, I wish they did something for his backside other than just give him 1 more health.
Yeah. I think though the model, like him himself, this would be a model that I would change and I just wouldn't put this goofy shit on the bottom. I think the model itself looks awesome. I think he's in a super cool pose. He's very cool looking. I just don't like the crap on the bottom. I don't even know what it is, crap, you know?
It's yeah, I don't know what it is.
Stuff.
It's stuff. And why is it why is it like rising up like that?
I think it's supposed to be like crumbling is the plan, but I don't like it. But he looks really cool though. I do think he's going to be pretty decent.
Really? Where would you slot him in? Like,
I
where
don't
do you see
know.
his fit?
I mean, he's going to be a guardian.
Sure, absolutely.
So like taking him is expensive, but if you're using guardians, you have a bunch of cheap alternatives to really make him work.
Well, I just realized he's not a leader.
No.
Oh.
Nor
Doesn't mean
should
he's not going to
be.
get a card.
Yeah. Guardian really use a new leadership.
I am getting tired of leaderships on tactics cards.
Yeah.
I think
If
they
they were
should
all
be on your
convocation
character.
style where you could take a 6, you know? Okay,
Yeah.
that would be a fine retcon for a lot of characters that maybe should be leaders, but anytime it eats a leadership, or a tactics card, it just feels terrible.
Yeah, it's rough. We have one more full character card revealed. Not the full card. We don't got the backside. We got Valkyrie and
The Warriors?
Horse. We didn't get the
We did
card
not
for
get
the
the
Warriors
Warriors.
3. We saw the model though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We saw it painted too, and it does look really cool. But for character card, we got Valkyrie and
Elendil.
it's a D. That's not an O. I was trying to say it like it was an O. I think you're right. Elendil. That sounds right. Her alias is Valkyrie, which means you can actually play both Valkyries because the other Valkyrie's alias is Broomhilda because they're not the same character.
Yeah.
I think I painted my original Valkyrie as Brunhilde. Or my original
this one.
Brunhilde as this Valkyrie.
Yeah. She is a 4/3/3, 6 health, 4 cost, 4 size, medium movement. She has the Dragon Fang as a builder, range 2, 5 dice. On a hit, you get elusive, so you get to make a short advance. That's pretty good.
On a 65mm base, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Is she confirmed on a large base?
She is.
There we go. Whew. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then she has a gainer. Anybody want to try that one for me?
Gear?
We'll go with Gear.
Yeah.
Range 3, 4 dice. If this character has advanced or been placed this turn, it may add 3 dice to the attack roll. It can only be used once per turn, and on a wild, you get Vault. After this attack is resolved, place this character within 2 of the defender. Wow.
She's zippy.
I didn't read her card.
And she's fast.
She's zippy.
That's crazy. She has a Spender, Fury of the Valkyrie.
Yeah, I don't know why it's spelled. Is that supposed to be spelled like that?
The Valkyrie is all I'm guessing what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Range 3, 5 dice, 4 power. You add dice equal to the character's cost.
So this is going to melt Adam Warlock.
And on 2 hits, you hand out the stagger condition.
So good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, even hitting like 3 cost characters are still at 8 dice.
Still 8 dice, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Superpowers, take wing, place this character within 2 of itself for 3 power. Reactive superpowers, need a lift for 2 power during its activation when this character begins its move action within 2 of another allied character of size 3 or less. After that move action is resolved, place the allied character within 2 of its current position. So it's airlift or ice slide, but for size 3s.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep. It is pretty good because you can do it right away too.
I wasn't going to spoil it, but sure, yes, you can spoil it.
Yeah, because she's an Asgardian. Innate superpower Asgardian. You gain an additional power during the power phase, so that puts Need a Lift online right away.
Wow.
She also has Guardian of Valhalla. When another allied grunt character is dazed or KO'd, this character gains 1 power and may remove 1 damage or special condition from itself. Man,
Healing.
a lot of these characters don't have anything to do with one another outside of they're all removing special conditions and they're all healing. There's a lot of it.
I mean, it's great that she hands out stagger, but this makes we had 2 characters that are just basically immune to stagger, and this one can just remove stagger as long as someone else is dazed.
She reminds me of kind of like Rhino, where I think your first turn you're going to have to get into position. But then once you're in position and you're hitting like Dragon Fang and then you're going into gear and then you have enough power to take wing, like you're going to be all over the place with her.
I mean, yes, but also she puts someone else in position turn 1.
Yeah.
That gear is online after you take wing. You don't even need to rely on...
Well, yeah, it's place.
It's place. So
yeah.
If you have 3 power, you place yourself 2. Well, that gear is not going to cost... It's not going to be 4 dice. It's going to be 7 dice. And then you're going to probably get the wild and then vault. Now, you only gain 1 power, so maybe you're a little power starved after that. But you don't need to move or rely on the elusive Dragon Fang trigger.
Right. Yeah, that's really good. She seems pretty solid. She's definitely going to be like all over the place on a huge base too.
Very. And a medium move. So that's
right.
That's Hulkbuster.
Yeah, that's no joke. She's definitely worth giving a try. I mean, she'll be in Asgard. She'll probably be an A-Force.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Guardian of...
If she's in A-Force, that's, what is it? What's the She-Hulk? If somebody's got fly, special delivery.
Yeah.
She can special delivery after bumping. Oh my gosh.
In first turn, she could drag She-Hulk up with her because She-Hulk's size 3.
Exactly.
Or Jane.
Yeah, yeah, those are pretty good. Well, that was the last of our Ministravaganza reveals. However, outside of Ministravaganza, I went and looked. They put up the pre-orders for Blue Marvel and Spectrum coming out on January 9th. If you go into the details of the box, it gives you some nice little spoilers about that box. I was surprised we didn't get those characters, by the way. Those were 2 characters I would have put so much money down we were going to see their character cards.
Yeah, well, they heard your episode where you were like...
They did. They said no.
Yes.
But on the... Let me pull up the picture for it. because on the back of, so if you go to Asmodee's site and you go to look at like, hey, what's the info about this? This isn't the back of the box either. This is just like a new little general area in the box description stuff. I thought this was super weird. It's the first time I've seen it like this. So on the back of, or on the introduction for this box, it says, introduce the Mighty Avengers. Lead a new era of heroism with Spectrum, who brings the Mighty Avengers affiliation and a unique leadership ability that lets her team share power and to support allies. So that confirms Mighty Avengers as its own affiliation. That's why I think Young Avengers is also its own affiliation.
Okay, so that's why. Okay, that makes more
Right.
sense.
That
now.
was because that was like the last thing in the script. So that's why I didn't want to say anything. But I think that confirms that, like, you know, it says here Mighty Avengers is its own affiliation, which means Young Avengers is definitely going to be its own affiliation. The scary part is that her leadership lets her share power. That is terrifying. Those leaderships are some of the strongest in the game.
So I mean, Inhumans obviously is the first one that comes to mind when because there's power gain leaderships. What other power share leaderships are you thinking of?
So you have like anything that just like does, so like Steve's doesn't let you share, but Steve's reduces all your power. Xavier's lets you essentially share your power in a way.
Yeah. Xavier.
So those ones are like, they're really strong leaderships. Anything that can generate power without you really having to do much is pretty big.
Yeah, there was a time when it seemed like AMG was trying to slow the speed of the game down.
Mhm.
And then those leaderships really enable you to do a lot on round one, which never feels good, you know. So hopefully it's in line. We don't know what it'll be, but
There is another little bit in this thing. So it tells you there's 2 heroes that join the game. You add Blue Marvel and Spectrum to your Crisis Protocol roster. 2 powerhouse characters. And it says strategic and versatile gameplay. Blue Marvel adds a 5-threat powerhouse to the Defenders and Mighty Avengers, capable of absorbing hits and dealing heavy damage from both long and short range.
Blue Marvel's gonna be a 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was neat to see, like, little spoilers, so that makes you want to go and look at the pre-order stuff if you don't know what's going to happen, because that gave away a decent amount of little info that you didn't know.
Yeah.
do Defenders need another 5-threat?
Jesus Christ, no. That was the other thing too, is I was thinking like Valkyrie, like this new Valkyrie, I bet you she's Mighty Avengers.
Possibly.
And that way when you share power with her, she'll be able to take wing like right away, or how, I don't know how it's going to work, but
I mean, it could work kind of like I don't know. If it's something a little bit more unique, it would be kind of like maybe how Apocalypse works, where you have like an extra one,
tokens.
yeah, like an extra power per turn that you can use on one character. And then that power is
Maybe.
spent.
I am excited that we are not lumping things together into Avengers anymore. Even though I think these characters will also be Avengers, which is kind of annoying, but at least it's its own thing instead of just being straight up Avengers.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little sprawling.
Yeah, it's getting a little much.
Yeah.
But I am excited for characters to possibly put into Mighty Avengers. So I read Mighty Avengers. This team had some really good characters. So it also has my favorite version of Miss Marvel. I hope we get this version one day. I want the Warbird version of Carol Danvers before she was Captain Marvel. It's the black outfit with like the golds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if that's what that.
That's my favorite. I read, like, when she had her own comic book, I loved her as a character. The second they turned her into Captain Marvel, they ruined Carol Danvers for me.
Yeah, I guess Warbird
Yeah.
is the version that I grew up with.
Yes,
And-
that's the version I want.
And yeah, seeing Captain Marvel, I was like, wait, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess they updated the costume, but yeah, I was a little thrown off when
Yeah, I definitely want the Warbird version. This one also has Sentry as part of the Mighty Avengers team. I would love to get him into the game, and I don't think we're gonna get this. Like, we probably will at some point. I want Ares.
Was Ares part of the Mighty?
Yep, Ares was their Thor for their Avenger team.
Okay.
It also consisted of Wasp, Wonder Man, Iron Man, and Black Widow.
I mean, White Tiger was one of the characters we already knew coming, right? Or is it? Oh no, that was Tiger. Never mind.
You know what? Now that you say that,
I thought that she was one of the ones that they previewed 2 Adepticons ago. Was White Tiger?
I'm pretty sure you are correct. Where it was White Tiger, the black girl that was with her. You're right, Sean.
It was Spectrum. It was Spectrum and White Tiger, right?
No, it wasn't Spectrum. It's a different girl. She has like kind of like an afro, I think.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that they did preview this to us 2 years ago. So I think that is probably going to also come out with this because White Tiger is part of the Mighty Avengers. But she should be on the roadmap though, right?
Man, now that you've said it, like I swear that was a thing, and I can't find it. Like it was scrubbed. Because I could have sworn it was White Tiger, and then there's another girl that goes with her. If you all are listening out there, you know what I'm talking about. Send me like a photo or something. I swear it exists. And there's a third character I thought was in that box too, but I can't for the life of me name it.
It's killing me. Oh well. If you think we're getting Ares, does that mean we're also getting Hercules?
I think we will get Hercules eventually. I'm also surprised that Hercules hasn't come out yet. I think he would be really cool. I don't know where he would go in Defenders, of course, and he was an Avenger at one point. Everybody was an Avenger.
He was a Mighty Avenger.
Yeah, he would be cool. He'd be a really cool model. I mean, we get some weird characters sometimes. There's been a couple that even like have stumped me, and I've been like, who the hell is that? Ulick is my big one. That was like the first time I was like, who's that? And that was the first one like I ever had to look up. I've never read comics like my whole life. I've never bought a single comic with that character in it. And that like threw me off.
And to be honest with you, when Beta Ray Bill came out, I was really shocked that we got him in front of like anything else from Asgard.
I think Beta Ray Bill is not that surprising because he is like a fan favorite. People love him. I think he's really cool and unique looking. I think if they would have put out Thunderstrike, that would have thrown me off. He's basically like hippie Thor, I guess, in a way. He's got like a leather vest and a long ponytail.
He's hippie Thor.
Yeah, he's really different looking, but he was around about like another Thor character that wasn't Thor. He's one of the like the hammers. So like for the Crisis hammers, there are the 4 different hammers because there is Beta Ray Bill's hammer, there is Mjolnir, so there's Stormbreaker, Mjolnir, and Thunderstrike has a different hammer, and that's one of them, and then there's a 4th hammer, and that was the point of the whole Crisis, because somebody actually made like 3D prints of each of the different hammers, so they all look different. Because Stormbreaker for Beta Ray Bill looks vastly different than like what they put into the movies with the Groot arm.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because it's not a 2-handed hammer at all. But it does have like that axe edge on it. It's really cool though. But yeah, I'm excited to see more Mighty Avengers. There's definitely like a lot of characters. Like I think that new She-Hulk is going to be in Mighty Avengers because she was part of it. So I think that's where she's going to go. Because I really don't think we're doing a Gamma Force. I think that's just wishful thinking on some people's part.
I'd be fine with it not being in the game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think Leader is a leader for like Cabal, and there is no Gamma Force or anything. And She-Hulk will just go into Mighty Avengers. And A-Force, probably. Or others, you know. But yep, I'm really excited. These were all awesome releases. These are all great character cards that came out. I'm super excited. I am actually really glad, too, that we didn't get a roadmap.
Just so that way it's, we can just be surprised by it?
Kind of, yeah. I don't like the roadmap. I think the roadmap is a bad idea. After, like, I think we tried it, and the idea was great, but then it's not. Because you have nothing to be excited for.
You know what we interestingly did not get, and I did not check today to see if it did get released, but we did not get a new timeline.
No, we did not get a timeline. I am curious as to the fate of timeline.
If they don't release it before December, I feel like it's just done.
Man, I can't see you abandoning it.
It's so hard to play, right?
It is, but
But it's
they
fun.
make it hard to play. It's not hard to play. They make it I don't know what they're doing.
30 models.
Yeah, but
That's
so like
nothing.
first year at Adepticon, me and Sean played in it, and it was great.
Because you got to play
Loved it.
you got to play 6 rounds of it, and it was all in one day that you played 6 rounds, which I guess they got rid of that because people complained that it was too much in one day. But I don't know why you go to Adepticon to play 3 games and then not do anything for the rest of the day. Because
Right.
that's
The
what Timeline
second year.
was this year.
Yeah, the second year when you only got to play one round with each of your rosters, that was bad. And then there was a cut. And it's like, great. So now I don't even get to play with the rest of my models. That sucks. I like the exclusion factor of it. I just wish we would try a little harder on making it like a legitimate timeline.
Yeah, I like the idea of a limited roster season.
Yes, I do too.
But
I think that's
don't
great.
ask me to travel with 30 plus models, plus whatever I might be doing for a competitive event, plus what I might be bringing for affiliation battles. That's what ultimately killed it for me at Adepticon. Like it was dead in the water because I only have so much space in the bag, you know?
But yeah, it definitely like eats up the space and whatnot. But I really, like I said, I really enjoyed it that first year. But after that, I did not like the second year at all. But I think there's something there. I really do. I hope they don't abandon it. Keep trying. It's gonna work. It just needs to be fiddled with. If you want help, AMG, you can just hit me up on the Discord or hit me up on Facebook. I am more than happy to help you make Timeline a thing. I still plan on doing Timeline at Nova, and I still would play in it at Adepticon to give it another shot.
Since Nova's local and since I know you're running it, I would give Timeline a shot.
If they don't do Timeline, I'm half tempted to do my own
And make it, yeah, and it just no kaijus.
and make my own roster
yeah.
and just base it off of a particular timeline or whatever. Like, how cool would it be if your timeline event is, okay, this year our timeline event is X-Men 97. You know, and then so like the basis of that is all set around the 90s Jim Lee X-Men series.
Uh-huh.
And then you include, you know, like, of course, we'll have to look at other factions and affiliations, but there are crossovers during all those 90s comics. So we'll have Avengers still in there. You know, we'll have all these other things that are still in there. But some things, you know, might not make the list. Like Cabal might not make that list that year. But then, like, the next year, you could do, like, we're going to do Civil War timeline. And then that gets your Avengers, your Cabals, all those kinds of things. But it probably leaves out characters like Phoenixes and stuff like that. And Magnetos aren't really involved. So the mutants take kind of a back seat.
Yeah. The thematic timeline it was never the problem. It was the scale that I think that they wanted people to come prepared for.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think it just takes some fiddling with, but I like I said, I hope they don't abandon it. And if they do, I think I am definitely going to make it a mission to make something similar and try to make it work.
Part of the 3 rosters is I think AMG wanted people to be more flexible, not go into a tournament with just one game plan. But, you know, maybe with the new rules that they revealed this week, you've got to be flexible in those new scenarios, and you certainly have to be more flexible with the priority changes and the scenario of bringing 10 scenario cards rather than 6.
Right.
So maybe that's a good point. You know, maybe they're just retooling it. But
Maybe.
thematic is cool. 30 models is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. I
I
do
mean,
think the 30 models was a way for AMG to be like, hey, I need you to buy more than just your roster.
and it's not that much of an investment compared to any other war game to do 30 models.
I mean,
True. I think Dan's problem more is transporting than it is the
yeah,
amount.
I own 30 models. It's not a problem of whether I own them or not. It's getting them there.
So we have a excellent video on our YouTube channel about cases and what cases fit on airplanes.
I've watched it. It's a great video.
So just by just buy the case and do that one mod that you need to do in order to make the table war case work, and you can fit 50 miles in that case. I just transported a 120-mile Skitarii army in that case just 2 weeks ago.
Scale's so different. But yes, that's a great case.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's definitely something I want them to continue. I want them to put a little more effort into it. I know they were like their first year, they were hyping this thing up like this was going to be the end all be all of ways to do it. And I thought it was really like a lot of people didn't play it, but I thought the people that did play in it really enjoyed it. I didn't hear very many complaints. And then the second year, I felt like we just didn't care.
So the first year that it released, I think we all were feeling like this is AMG's attempt to balance the game. Because 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, I guess at this point, the game balance was terrible. Right? This is when we're talking about Hulk, Cosmic
This was
Ghost
prime
Rider.
Malekith time.
Well, it's even it was the Hulk Malik or not Hulk, Hulk Cosmic and Star Lord.
Yeah.
That's my 15. Let's play Gamma. Or let's play Research Station rather. Yeah, those were just horrible times. So then they came up with this format that had no kaijus in it whatsoever. You had to just play the game. And I feel like a lot of people were really receptive to that. And
I loved
we
it.
speculated that that was the way that they were going to go forward, and they were going to do what like Magic the Gathering does, where they have the standard format that has a limited release, and then if you want to play with everything in the game, that's extended. Yeah, but then they did rebalance the game somewhat, at least with the new mission cards, and I feel like they just took the feedback and they went with that direction instead of going with limited selection of characters. We'll see. I really hope Timeline comes back around and they fix the scheduling of Adepticon. You gotta let us play 6 rounds. You cannot just cut it at 3.
Yep, I want the 6 rounds. And like I said, just don't give up on it. There's something there. It'll work. It just takes a little bit of fiddling. You had a bad year, I feel like last year with it. Let's reset, continue, and let's do it again.
We will know December 15th.
That's true.
Because that is when Adepticon events are released.
God, that's so soon.
That's not when January 11th is when January 12th for anyone that's trying to fight me for a upgraded ticket. January 11th for anyone that's not is when you can buy the tickets.
Sweet. Dan, are you going this year?
Adepticon? Yes. We've got 3 Nova Protocol members going so far. It's going to be Andrew, Wyatt, and myself. Josh is usually a attendee. We're trying to get Shashank. We're trying to have a big Nova Protocol presence this year.
Awesome. It's definitely my favorite event, so I will definitely be there as well.
Hopefully you guys have your rooms already situated if you guys are traveling with that many.
We figured out flights and rooming a couple weeks ago because you are correct. It is very tight.
Yeah, I haven't done the flight part of it, but I have the room. All right, well, I think that wraps up everything from Ministravaganza through the 2-part podcast episodes, plus the little extra we got with that Spectrum box.
Woo!
We have some upcoming tag events. Sean, do you want to read those? I've been talking too much.
Sure, I just need to find that. Okay. So December 4th through the 7th, that's coming up real soon here. We have Shorehammer in Ocean City, Maryland. It will have a singles, doubles, and affiliation. Tickets are still available for that. It's a very low-key event, and it's not super competitive. So if you are more into playing and not having to play extra hard, that is a great event to attend, especially if it's your like first, second, third type of tournament.
And it's not the same time as PAX anymore, so I expect more of you to be out there.
Fair point. Then immediately after that, oh man, we have a busy December already. December 13th, we have at Huzzah Hobbies, we are doing a special style tournament for the Food Machine Food Drive event. Is that actually what it's titled? Food Machine Food Drive?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This event will be using special cheating rules. So the more you give, the more you get. If you give a can of food and you want that crit in your next roll, then you got it.
I'm going to this event. I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait to simultaneously help a lot of people who may be food deprived while simultaneously breaking the rules and making my opponent cry.
Oh, man, wait till you see the rules I have come up with to break.
Oh,
All right.
so you have like a cheat sheet for how much food you donate to get each thing?
I basically have a pay to win sheet of like X amount of tickets get you X or whatever. So it'll have its own little thing.
Cup of noodle is always welcome, but come on, try to do a little bit better than that, guys, when you bring stuff. Then we have
Well, depending on what you bring too, you get more tickets depending on the type of things you bring.
good. I'm glad it's not just per food item because
No, it's like proteins and stuff I think get you 3 tickets versus like I think noodles would get you like 1 ticket. There's a full list that's up if you go to their Facebook page.
Very
All right.
excited for this one. Yep.
I'm gonna try to see if I can even make it out. Unfortunately, December is then going into the 2026 timeline. We have the Battle to End Alzheimer's. It's April 10th through the 12th. It will be at Dover Downs in Dover, Delaware. We will get you information of how to sign up for that. Once tickets go on sale, that will be a 64-player GT event. Then we are happy to announce that we will be hosting a 64-player GT at the ATC in, I believe it's Nashville, Tennessee.
I thought it was Chattanooga.
It might be Chattanooga.
I think it's not Nashville.
Okay, it's in Tennessee though, right? I'm not
It
lying.
is in Tennessee.
Oh man, we gotta go to Dolly World. Totally separate thing, but Dolly World trip. Sorry. ATC, it's June 20th through the 28th, and we will be doing singles and doubles. Doubles will be on the Friday, and then there will be a 64-player GT on the 27th and 28th. And then we have Nova, Labor Day weekend, September 6th through the 12th. And somewhere in there we will probably also have some attendance, at least at the Richmond Open. We still have to finalize details on that.
Yeah, I can't find. Is ATC in June?
It's June 26th to the 28th. Tickets
Okay,
are for sale at, I think it's whatc.com or .org. One of those.
Yeah, I'm just trying this.
It's not the best site. I'm not. Yeah,
It's like
it is whatc.org is where you can find tickets for our ATC event. If you go to the June 2026 ATC tickets, that's where you will find tickets for the.
And if you can find a location on this website, please tell me where to find it because it doesn't say shit anywhere.
That is, yeah, I know they. So they have a lot of information.
Where
on their
is it? I've looked at like every page, and it doesn't even tell you a state.
You know what? I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna go look at the word.
There we go. I finally found
It's in Chattanooga. It is in Chattanooga, at the 1 Carter Street. I'm guessing that is a.
Wow, that was really hard to find.
Yeah,
that should just be right on the front page.
That really should be.
I had to go to the about page.
Yep, same.
Ouch. Yep, Chattanooga. Is that where Dollywood is?
Dollywood is somewhere in Tennessee. Now, gotta do a. If listeners are interested, we can organize a tag
Dollywood trip
meetup. Yeah. That is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I have to see where Pigeon Forge is versus Chattanooga. It is.
It's 2.5 hours away.
But it's on our way.
If we're driving, yes.
Yeah, we will pass right. It's on our way there or back.
It's pretty tempting. I heard it's awesome.
I heard they have some pretty kick-ass roller coasters.
That's what I heard too. Like out of all the places to have like some badass roller coasters.
So let us know in the comments if you guys are interested in doing a meetup. We could make this happen.
Heck yeah. Leave a day early, go to Dollywood.
Yeah.
Sweet deal. All right. Well, I think that's it for us today. A Target Acquired podcast is brought to you by Game Chefs, your ultimate destination for all things tabletop. You know what? Before we do that, let's thank Dan for coming out and hanging out with us before I do the outro and stuff.
Well, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. Anybody who wants to talk to me about this stuff, you can find me at Dollywood or Fail.
There we go.
If I'm not at Dollywood, you can find me under Spider Foes Before Bros in the Nova Protocol Discord.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming out and joining us for these couple of podcasts that we did. I know we always have a great time at all the tournaments and stuff. Any of those tournaments that we've mentioned, you'll probably see Dan there rocking the Spider Foes. So thanks again, and hopefully we'll catch you and get you back on here in the future too.
Absolutely. Yeah, this was great.
All right. Target Acquired Podcast is brought to you by Game Chefs, your ultimate destination for all things tabletop. Whether you're looking for a new exciting board game, assembling your squad for Marvel Crisis Protocol, or building the perfect Warhammer army, Game Chefs has everything you need: miniatures, dice, rulebooks, and the best community of gamers around. And just for you, our amazing listeners, Game Chefs is offering 15% off your next purchase. Just use the code TAG20 at gamechefs.org and save on your next adventure. Roll some dice and level up your game at Game Chefs. Link and code can be found in the description. That concludes this episode of a Target Acquired Podcast. See ya!